Dear student, in the class of grammar, today we will see chapter number 30, punctuations. See, this chapter is very much important because in the further standard also, you may have the exercise or one or two mark question to punctuate the following sentences. And there are some rules and regulations for the punctuations. Which are they, where we have to use, that all we will going to study in this chapter. Along with this, in the PDF, I am also going to send you the answer of all the exercise, but I am sending only answer and that you have to write down in your CW. Okay, so here let us start punctuation. When we speak, we use pauses, intonation, and voice modulation to make our meaning clear. In writing, we use punctuation mark to do so. There are some basic rules to be followed in punctuations. Now, which are the rules that we'll see. This is taught you from the beginning, but unfortunately, many of you are still doing the mistake and not following any rules and regulations of punctuation mark. So, now you please be very careful how to write, because writing is an authentic form. And while speaking, if any mistake is there, okay, it can be corrected or can be neglected. But writing is an authentic form and there are some rules and regulations how to write. So that must be followed. We always begin a sentence with a capital letter and end it with a full stop. This is a basic rule. You everybody know very well, right from the first standard. But though many of you are making mistake. So please keep in the mind, our sentence must begin with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop, a question mark or an exclamation mark. It is depend on the type of sentence, what type of it is. If it is declarative sentence, it will end with a full stop. If it is interrogative, there will be question mark, and if it is an exclamation sentence, then there will be exclamation mark. Here you can see the example. Please tell us a story. Declarative is there, full stop. Where were you born? Interrogative is there, question mark. That's amazing. It is an exclamation, so exclamation mark. And first letter also should be capital. All proper nouns are spelled beginning with a capital letter, but unfortunately many of you are even writing your name, you are doing the small letter. अपना खुद का नाम भी आप स्मॉल लेटर में लिख दो, whereas the rules is there that all proper nouns spelled begin with a capital letter. Any name, Mithun or Vijayawada, name of city, or the Red Fort, name of a historical place, the Ganga, okay, Mount Everest, these all are the proper noun and it must begin with a capital letter. Abbreviation and acronyms are written in capital letter. A full stop may or may not be used after each letter. In abbreviation, sometimes we are writing abbreviation, we are writing with a full stop. But sometimes it is possible that we may not write full stop also. There is no problem. But all letters should capital. For example, USA, this stands abbreviation for United States of America. And that U, S and N3, all letters should be capital. AIMS. This is also abbreviation for All India Institute of Medical Science. And all this first letter, AIIMS, should be capital. Okay. If you are going to put full stop in between U, then full stop, then S, then full stop and A, then also no problem. If you are not writing full stop, then also no problem. But letter should be capital. That is the rule. Now here some punctuation marks are there which we are going to use, that you know what is full stop, question mark and the exclamation mark. These three are given there also in front of. Then comma, then semicolon, then colon, the apostrophe, quotation mark, the hyphen and dash. Okay, so these are some punctuation marks that we have to study in this lesson, where and when we have to use them. Now let us see about the first full stop, question mark and exclamation mark. We use the full stop at the end of the sentence which is a statement. First rule. Second rule, full stop are used with some abbreviation. That what I told in the earlier. MA is the abbreviation of Master of Arts. So M then full stop, A then full stop. Professor is an abbreviation of professor. So entire professor, PROF, then full stop. And Mr is the abbreviation of Mr. So MR is the abbreviation of Mr. So after MR there is full stop. Sometimes we are not writing full stop also. Okay, but that abbreviation must start with begin with a capital letter. All the first letter should be capital. Then full stop are used as a decimal point in the figure and amount of money. Here rupees 75.90 paisa or 27.5 kilometer. That is shows the decimal. When there is a decimal is there, we use full stop to show the decimal. Full stop are used to separate parts of an email or web address, that you know very well, better than me. The question mark is used at the end of a sentence that asks a question that I explained, and the expression of emotion means the sentence which are expression of emotion, surprise, excitement, anger, sorrow, etc. Exclamation mark, then we use exclamation mark. Okay. First exercise is to punctuate the following sentence. No need to go with the what is the correction made over here in the textbook. I am sending you answers very separately, so please follow that. Write down from the PDF. Now comma. We use a comma when listing a series of things or phrases. A series is a list of 3 or more things. A series means what can we consider as a series? If there are in a list, if there are 3 or more things, then only it consider as a series. If there are only 2 things, it can't consider as series. We usually add end before the last item on a list. When we do so, we do not add a comma before the end. This simple rule, I think all you know very well. We need to buy, yes, 3 things are there: paint, brushes, sandpaper. So paint after comma, brushes, and then third item is separated with end, so there is no comma. Then the second rule for using comma is, if there are 2 or more adjectives that describe a noun, for a particular one noun only there are 2 or more adjectives, then each adjective is separated with a comma. See, the smart young man was chosen for the job. The smart is also adjective and young is also adjective for the man. So smart and young are separated with a comma. We use the comma when referring to a city and a state together to separate the two. Means if there are 2 things, city is also there and name of the state is also there, then name of city and state will be separated by comma. We had to go to Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh for the match. Now here Bhopal is the name of city which is in the Madhya Pradesh. So Madhya Pradesh and Bhopal is separated with a comma. When adding information about the subject with a break in the sentence and appositives, means some additional things also there, we use comma before and after the added information. Manoj, name of a person, Manoj. My brother, here my brother is an appositive for Manoj, so it is separated with a comma, is studying anthropology. I met your friend, the photographer. So friend and the photographer separated with a comma. A phrase that introduces a sentence but is not a part of its subject or predicate is called the introductory phrase, and we use a comma to separate an introductory phrase from the rest of the sentence. As we all know, the earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun is a sentence, and the phrase, as we all know, is a part of sentence but not not a subject or a predicate of the sentence. So that is separated. As we all know, is a different thing from the given sentence. So it is separated by comma. In the evening, we had a campfire dinner. We had a campfire dinner is a sentence, and in the evening is a additional phrase. So it is separated by or introductory phrase. So it is separated by comma. When addressing someone directly, we use a comma to separate the sentence from the name. Sunny, can you tell me the time? So Sunny is a name of person, and while calling to Sunny, then after calling Sunny, we have to stop. So we use comma to separate it. Can you tell me the time? Like this. We use a comma to separate two independent clauses when there are two independent clauses joined by the conjunction and, but, or, not yet, so, etc. We use a comma before the conjunction. Everybody went for the party, but daddy stayed at home. Here, but daddy stayed at home. Here, daddy stayed at home is and everybody went for the party are two independent clause joined with a but, and that is why it is separated with a comma. In complex sentences, when the subordinate clause comes before the main clause, the comma should be placed after the subordinate clause. These all rules you have learned while we learn about this very particularly about clauses in the chapter. After everybody had left, comma, Rita opened all her gift, because Rita opened all her gifts is a main clause. After everybody had left, it is subordinate clause, and as subordinate clause come first, so it is separated with a comma. But if the main clause come first, there is no comma. Rita opened all her gift after everybody had left. Then with a non-defining relative clause, clauses, we must use commas to separate the subordinate clause from the main clause. This also you know very well, because I only have explained in the earlier chapters. Here also Charu sings very well, and who take music lesson is giving some additional information. So it is a non-defining clause and it is separated with a comma. And the last one, in defining relative clause, the comma is not used to separate the main clause from the relative clause. If defining clause is there, then it will not going to separate. The needle that is used in this kind of embroidery is special. Here, that is used in this kind of embroidery, it is needed or a defining relative clause, so it is not separated with a comma. In exercise 2, what we have to do? Add a comma where it is required. I am sending you answer. Direct answers are there. So when you write, please write with the question also, so you can come to know where the commas are used to separate. Where it is needed, I have put the comma and sending you the answer in PDF. Now semicolon. We use the semicolon to separate two related but independent clause. We use semicolon to separate two related but independent. Two related is there, related clause is there, related on each other but independent. The weather was great. We went for a walk. Both are independent clause. The weather was great is also independent clause. We went for a walk is also independent clause. But they are related. We went for a walk because the weather was great. If the weather was not great, we did not go for a walk. So they are related. So they are separated with a semicolon. Everybody talks about the future. Nobody does anything to improve things. Here also, both clauses are independent clause, but they have relation in between them. So they are separated with a semicolon. The semicolon is used to separate items in a list where individual items have the words in opposition. Means here Mr. Akhil Ram the chairman. The chairman is the opposition for Mr. Akhil Ram. So Akhil Ram separated with the chairman, then again semicolon is there to separate the other things because it is a list. Mr. Suket Ram, again comma, his son, and again semicolon, and their business partners attended the inaugurations ceremony. So if there is a list is there, and when individual items have two words in opposition, then we use comma is used to separate the main words and the opposition, and then it is separated with the other by semicolon. Now colon, where we use colon. We use a colon to introduce a word, a phrase, a sentence, a quotation, or a list. Here nice examples are given that Karan can think only one thing, music. So only one word is this, music. It can be separated with a colon. Karan can think only one thing, again colon. He want to be a musician. He want to be a musician is a phrase we can say. Then Karan can think only three things: composing music, starting a band, and being famous. And Karan said, I want to be a rock star. It is a quotation of Karan. So it is also we can write with usually what we are doing, we are separating Karan said, we are separating quotation words by comma. But if not comma, we can even use colon also. Generally we use put comma. Okay. But if you use colon also, then also there is no problem. We often use the colon before a quotation. Ajit asked, colon, what should we do today? Okay, it's a quotation, means whatever the word said by Ajit, that is, they are written, so it is in inverted comma and separated with a colon. Again, I am reminding you, usually we are separating it with a comma. So if you, while writing the answer, if you put comma also, then also correct it. And if any quotation is there, then even you can use or separate that quotation from the speaker by putting colon mark. And the third rule for using colon is, we also use the colon to give a special importance to whatever we are introducing. At the colon, the sentence seems to come to an end. Readers then usually pay extra attention to the words that comes after the colon. See here, means when we put colon, no, then it is said that the sentence is come to halt. थोड़ा means खत्म हो जाता है, ऐसा हो जाता है. So when the listeners are there, if we are going to speak ahead, the listener will going to pay more attention that what again he is going to speak. There is only one solution to obesity. Now everybody will be keen to listen what the one solution is. Exercise. He knew what he had to do. Then again they will all try to listen that what he knew he had to do. Then that is to apologize. So we use colon in such a writing also. Then apostrophe, use of apostrophe, everybody you know very well. The apostrophe along with the letter S is used to show possessions, and we use the apostrophe S or without apostrophe S with a singular noun. My father's car, father singular, so apostrophe S. Sona's books, Gaurav's sisters, these all are with apostrophe S because noun is singular. With a plural noun formed by adding S to the singular noun, we use only apostrophe after the S. To irregular plural like children, we add apostrophe S. Only the plural form which is making by adding S or ES, then to show the possession we put only apostrophe because it is already s over there to make it plural. But if in irregular plural form is there, like children is there, then we use apostrophe s. The girls, dolls, here girls, plural form girls is there, so only apostrophe and dolls. The Guptas, plural form is there, so only apostrophe. But the next sentence is the children's toy. Children, s is not there at the end for making plural, so apostrophe s, both we will write apostrophe s. Okay. With singular proper noun that end in s, we use apostrophe s. Roses, with singular proper noun which end in s, we use apostrophe s because it is singular noun. Roses, books. Mr. Das house. Here Das, where end is at the end s is there, or in the rose also s is there, but that s is not for plural, so we use apostrophe s. Be careful not to use the apostrophe with possessive pronoun. Means this house is theirs. Now in theirs is showing the possessive, theirs is a possessive pronoun, and we can't use apostrophe s. Otherwise the meaning will change. Tina bought a new car. This red car is hers. Only s will come, apostrophe will not be there. We often combine two sentences to make contraction. We use an apostrophe to mark the missing letter. Cannot, can't, we will, that you know everybody very well. With would and had, with the pronouns, we use the same contract D. The meaning that can be gathered from the context. That I would like a cup of tea. Here we have to say would. Why? Because I am going to show you the trick. See to the main verb. Yet like is there. Like. And you know, with the auxiliary verb or modal auxiliary verb, only we use the base form of the verb. So I would like a cup of tea. Here apostrophe D is stand for would. I had taken leave yesterday. Here see again verb form is taken, past participle form. So past participle form taken is there. So it should be apostrophe D is stand for had. Okay. In this way you can come to know whether it's would or had by reading the sentence. We also use the apostrophe to make plurals of letters of the alphabets or to show the omission of the numbers in the date. See here I got 2 S in history, means history in history he got 2 A grade, but B's in science में उसको B grade मिले. So it shows the plural form of the letter. Plural form of the letter say we use apostrophe S. We use apostrophe to make a plural of the letters of the alphabet. In July 3. Now 03 that means stand for 2003. So 20 we are not going to write. We are not here 2003 is not written. Only 03 is written. So 20 is omitted. That omitted, to show that here omission is there, we put apostrophe mark. And we do not use an apostrophe with S to mark, to make the plural of a singular noun. This is a very common mistake and should be avoided. We can't say pen, pens, plural नहीं बना सकते उस तरह से pens apostrophe S. The Guptas lives here. We can't say the Gupta apostrophe S. Okay. Then it will show the possession in spite of a plural. So be careful. Such a type of mistake should not be happen. In exercise 3, we have to add the appropriate punctuation mark in the following sentences, and don't follow these answers whatever are there. I am sending you answer. in a separate PDF. Now quotation mark is there. We use quotation mark, or also called quotes, to set off a quote the extra words that have been used by the exact words that have been used by someone or taken a piece of writing. Quotation marks are always used in pair. Here you can see that a rule is there. We use single quotation mark of the exact word spoken by somebody. Jatin said, see here, comma is there, colon is not there. Jatin said, does this bus go to Kanpur? We have got plenty of time, so everybody just do a good job, said the teacher. According to the author, again comma, and the quotation word, exact words are separated by single inverted comma. Notice that in each of the sentence within the quotation mark, punctuation mark like a full stop and comma have been used inside the quotation, and this is because the quotation includes the entire sentence with all the things. Sentence means what? Not only words, but if any punctuation mark is there, that is also a part of sentence. So quotation is include entire sentence, and so it is, if it is any full stop is there or question mark is there or exclamation is there, it will be between the single inverted commas. Now single quotation marks are also used to enclose the title of stories, articles or speeches. Here Amitabha's short story, the hoarding painter is interested. Here Amitabha's, here apostrophe shows the position, then short stories. Here you can see the hoarding painter. The hoarding painter is the name of a story, and it is written in single inverted comma. The Times, that is also in single inverted comma. It's entitled Making Meaning of the Mess. It is also a title of an article, then it is given in single inverted comma. When we quote within the within quotes, we use double quotation mark before and after the quote within the quotes. Means here say, Preeti said, could you explain the saying, brevity is the soul of wit? So here two quotations are there. Preeti said, these words are also the same. Could you explain the saying, brevity is the soul of wit? So brevity is the soul of wit is one more quotation is there. So it is given in double inverted comma, written between double inverted comma, and it is within the single inverted comma. When we quote within quotes, a quotes brevity of the soul of wit, and it is within the quote that could you explain the saying, we use double quotation mark before and after the quote within the quote. कोटेशन के बीच में जो quote है, ओके, उसको हम सेपरेट करते हैं डबल इन्वर्टेड कोमा से. नाउ अबाउट हाइफन. द हाइफन इज द मोस्ट कॉमनली यूज्ड टू जॉइन टू सेपरेट वर्ड्स टू फॉर्म ए सिंगल वर्ड, ऑफन कॉल्ड कंपाउंड वर्ड. मीन्स मल्टी टैलेंट और मल्टी कलर्ड, मल्टीटास्किंग, दिस वाला मल्टी एंड टास्किंग. We use the hyphen to join prefixes like X, self, great, re, self-generated, self-styled, great aunt. In here, great, re, X, these all are the prefixes, and they are joined with the main word with the hyphen mark. However, there are some words where the hyphen is not used with the prefix. Means refill is there, then pretext is there. Then here pre and re are the prefix only, but they are not separated with hyphen. We use hyphen to write compound words which include preposition. Up to date, daughter-in-law, Jack in the box. Here in, to, these all are the preposition. So it is separated with a hyphen in compound words. Up to the date is a one compound word, and here two is a preposition also. So it is separated with a hyphen. When two words sound the same but have the different meaning, we use the hyphen to distinguish between them. Means here reform and reform, recover and recover. Then we separated with two are, because they are spelling is the same, and but here we have to show that they have the different meaning. So we are separated this word with a hyphen. When two words make up a number, we use a hyphen for words that are less than 100 and between 21 and 99. Means 27 years. When two words make up a number, here 20 and 7, here two words are there, make up a number, and then we use hyphen for the word that is less than 100 and between 21 and 99. 21 पहले का जो 20 है वो भी हम हाइफन नहीं लिखते बीच में. 1 2 3 4 to 20 we are writing without hyphen. Only one word is there, 13 14. But when we started after 21, then 21, 22, 23, then we have to write with the 20-1, 20-2, 20-3, TW, THRW, like that, till 99. And then 100 is the again one word. Okay. For the number above 100, we use hyphen for smaller number within the larger number. 624. अभी 6 और 100 को हम नहीं कहते, 6-100 ऐसा नहीं, 624, this is smaller number, there we use hyphen. 1246 hyphen is there, 46. And when we use fraction as adjective, we always use hyphen to link the part. The bottle was 2/3 full. This fraction is there, 2/3. 1/2 of the, then 1/2 or 2/3, it will be there, we use hyphen. And dash. The dash is slightly longer than a hyphen and should not be confused in uses. There is usually a space before and after a dash. Before and after हमें dash में space रखना पड़ता है. The dash is used to set off a word or a phrase after an independent clause or to separate words, phrase or clauses that interrupt a sentence. देखो यहाँ पर एग्जाम्पल में हम देखते ज़्यादा पढ़ने के बदले. We went out to dinner dash, yes you guess it, at the same old restaurant. Here separated by dash, not with hyphen. He, in his own opinion, is a great guy. Adding a comment. Is a great guy. Adding a comment. So it is separated with what we can say, dash. We use dash to make a brief interruption in a statement to express a sudden change of thought, to add comment, or for dramatic effect. In first sentence, it was a change of thought. We went out to dinner. Then change of thought. Yes, you guess it. तुमने बराबर सोचा. Change of thought. It's the same. ये thought का changes है. Is a great guy. It is a comment. And we set out for a peaceful holiday. Here we set out for a peaceful holiday is what? A dramatical effect is there. So we thought. It is dramatic effect is there. In this way, the dash is used to separate the words. Now exercise 4 is there. To punctuate the following sentences, I am sending answer you in the PDF that you please write down. Please write question also. But in exercise 5, no need to write a question. because it is an entire paragraph. Okay, and I am sending you in the same way only. Not miss how it is written, I am sending you in the way of paragraph and with a punctuation, so you may write direct answer in your CW. So here today we have completed chapter number 30 also. My dear students, already I have sent you many things regarding the diary, email or advertisement. Again and again I am repeating that is will be the same which was there in the first sem, or they may give the new subtitle also for a diary entry or whatever, but the format is the same only. So I'm not going to send you this time all the diaries and whatever the things are there in the textbook. I have already sent you in the first sem, so you please learn through it, and then after we only have to go with chapter number 31, or that is of British and American English, and in this way we will going to complete our syllabus with the in the next period, and then after I will send you even one paper also, previous year's paper, to show what kind of papers will be there, and we will go to. Okay, but anyhow, before that, you please write down all the answers in your CW, learn well, study well, and be prepared for the coming exam. Thank you.